everyone. I believe we are live. Just gonna move my mic up a little bit here. So it could be a little iffy. Oh, maybe I need to bring the volume up a touch. Up. How's that? Hopefully that's good. Oh, that may be a little bit low still. How about now? Nope, that didn't do much. Maybe need to bring the gain up. Oh yeah. How about now? Is this better? Hopefully that works. Maybe bring it up more. Dealing with kind of new equipment here. Hi everyone. I'm just looking for something to prop my stuff up on, because or else you guys won't be able to see, because I wasn't able to get the microscope working this morning. I mean, I probably could figure it out, but yeah, you know, is what it is. Like so. Bring this up a little closer to you folks. Oh, sound is good now? Just, yeah. The battery might die, so that's another thing I have to do. I have to go get another battery, and when it dies, we will deal with it. Trying to do stuff kind of precariously here. Maybe one more up, I think. So how's everyone this morning? Okay, that's good. Gotta go look for my LEDs. Got some new batteries here when this battery dies. Okay, looks good there. Turn on my soldering iron. Neat, Curtis. Where do you work? Queen's University. The one in Kingston or the one in Queens, New York? Very different Queens. I think we were at this one here. Oh boy, am I ever lost. Kingston, nice. Oh, there we go. Basement Electronics, how are you? I do know you better as that name, thank you. Okay, so we need to solder. We need to solder this way. So positive is on this side, negative is on this side. Did I do any solder joints? I did. So all these are already done. All right. Some of these. So the problem now is going to be keeping them in orientation. How many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. New motivation. Well, maybe we can help each other. My motivation's been low lately. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unfortunately, the college hasn't given me a lot of hours. I haven't worked in a little bit, so hopefully get back to that. But if I'm only going to be doing a single program all the time now, I don't know what else I'm going to do. Don't you just love education? How tenuous it could be? Alright, so those are all done. I just need to determine the polarity of these things. Gotta get my magnifying glass things here. Well, thanks, that's appreciated. I also feel like I have to lean into the mic, but I don't, because it's on my sweater, which I may have to remove soon. Let's see, like this. And somewhere I have some pliers to check polarity. I don't know where those are. You can tell I am super organized this stream today. Considering I was in bed like 20 minutes ago, that would make sense too. Definitely not going to try to wing it with the polarity, because then I'll get it wrong. And if there's anything worse than soldering 0603 LEDs, it's re-soldering them because you didn't get the polarity right. Oh. Yeah, that was the plan. I'm not a quick starter in the morning. I'm actually quite slow. So I figured if I do a stream, this is technically work, very technically, and so hopefully I'll, it'll get me to do something. All right, let's see here. You guys need to shout at me when the mic fails. This is gonna be a little awkward. For some reason, I actually got the right-hand side soldered here. Anyways, I need the negative side, so I'll put this into diode check. Jeez. There we go. Into diode check it is. Okay. So I need the negative side, so this is actually oriented properly. Why am I starting my morning with 0603 soldering? I don't know. Alright. There we go. So the only thing is, I'm not going to be like checking every single LED every time, am I? Maybe I should just put them all in the correct orientation and then solder them all up. So that's wrong. That's correct. What do you do at Queen's University? Are you a teacher? so. Okay. Flip that around. Yep, like so. Oh. Oh. Hey, Kim. Thanks, I will have a good stream. Hopefully you have a good day. Hopefully there's not too much heat slash water slash heat or water. Hopefully your customers are nice to you. Chemical has a very successful business, but he is so successful that he doesn't have enough time for all of his clients, so I said he should raise his prices, but Chemical's too nice of a guy, so he refuses to raise his prices. Oh. Get oriented. There we go. The sun is kind of risen. It's not really risen. It's on the horizon. Okay, let's see here. Grabbing this. Oh, I can't see. Well, now orientation is messed. Well, now. That one is out, needs to be verified. Oh man, not doing really good right now. Yeah, it's supposed to be warmish this week here too. Well, today it's going to be 10°C. So there's that. I know I've got a friend in Manitoba, and he was saying it's going to be like snowing. Like lots of snow this week. I'm not quite ready for snow yet. Yikes. I think the sun rises. So the problem is, now that I have solar panels that I want to install in the backyard, well, solar panel 1, I'm realizing just how freaking low the sun is this time of year. It stays incredibly low. I have a 2-story house. I mean, it's narrow, but it's 2 stories. And the sun shades the backyard for most of the day. So that's not great. Here we go. That's not too bad. Yeah, Sault Ste. Marie in West. Yeah, I know. So that's the polar vortex that affected Texas last year. All sources point to it happening this year again. So I'm not confident, because Texans think they're clear for another 100 years. I don't think so. Hopefully you guys have a decent view of this. I'm not sure if you do. most of the solder that's going on here is getting wicked up by my iron. Oh, hey there, Vero. Would it be at all possible, feel free to say no, would it be at all possible to bring me a coffee because somebody didn't get out of bed early enough and then during the setup didn't have time to make a coffee? If not, don't worry. I do have a wireless mic, so I could bring the audience along for a coffee run. Okay, that looks like it's all soldered up. Not my greatest work, but it is early in the morning. Oh, sweet. Vero's come to grab my coffee mug. Thank you, love. I can try to put one more box up to try to prop this up a bit. Give me a moment here. Or should I say in the Big Clive voice, one moment, please. There we go. A little bit higher now. Hopefully autofocus got that down. Now I have very little working space, mind you. Oh my god, McDonald's is my jam. I love that coffee. But I'm not going to send my wife to go all the way out to McDonald's. Plus, I mean, she's making her breakfast right now anyways. The thing is, though, if I was serious, if I was like, yeah, I really need this, she would go. That's why I don't want to ask her. Okay. No sweetener with the caramel one, thank you. I mean, I wonder what would happen if you did, but it's not necessary. Yeah, I think the old McDonald's coffee wasn't as good, but now that they've changed their stuff like a couple years ago, it's been heavenly. And by couple, I mean probably like 10. I don't really keep track of these things. The yeah, extra large double double is my jam. On Monopoly days, even more. It's amazing. How many do I even need? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll just pour out a whole bunch onto there. You used to work at McDonald's. I'll be honest here. I've been thinking about working at McDonald's because I'm not really earning a lot without the college income. But you know, I don't want to give up yet. I don't want to, because I know I'm going back to the college in January. It's just the plus, I mean, aren't they paying better now? There's like this labor shortage and stuff, right?
Your coffee is here.
Scared the crap out of me.
Well, I can't stop with this.
It's fine.
It might be hot.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Coffee, everyone. Oh, wait, can't show it. Oh, there we go. Let's say thank you to Vero in chat, and probably go visit twitch.tv/Veroac, because that's where she streams. So I need the negative on the other side, though, this side. Yeah, there we go. Negative over here. flip this around. Started high school. I finished high school in 2000 and something, 2006, I think. I'm 33, pretty much an old man now with a crippled back. I guess I could learn the symbols on the bottom of the LED, but I don't want to be flipping them over all the time. Yeah, well, okay. My wife's back is doubly crippled or triply crippled versus mine, but I wasn't going to call out her medical conditions on stream if she didn't want me to, obviously. What is this soldering for? Like what the kit's gonna be? It's a clock. It's a clock where you have to solder each individual pixel. The stupid part is IC Station reached out to me. They're like, hey, like take a look at our website. Let us know whatever you want. And I actually picked this one out. So all of this is my own fault. So because she can't really defend herself, I can also say that my wife's the smartest person I have ever met. And I have met lots of people. Oh, and now she's doing her smoothie, so she won't be able to hear us either. How many of you are here? 7. It's not bad. Okay, these, I think I'm just going to orient them and then leave them. Oh, flip you around. There we go. Flip you around. There we go. Whoop. There. There. There we go. Okay. Good enough for now. I'm going to try to move this a bit. There we go. Okay, so I need this. What am I looking at? C. Did I do this backwards? I needed positive on that side. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flip this. Like so. Like so. Okay. So now, yeah, positive on that side. Just wondering if I messed these up here. Ah, I installed these backwards. No. Good, 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 good. Not good, not... Oh. Oh, they are good. Oh my god, I did it right, did I? No, I did not. Damn. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have messed it up already. It didn't take long. Ah, time to desolder. Yeah, I mean, I did go through the trouble of making sure they were oriented properly, and then I oriented the board improperly. Dang it. Literally the easiest way to do this is to just destroy the LEDs. So, yeah, it's these. Ah, dang nammit. It would be nice. I think the problem with 3D print is that whichever groove you make will then be like hard to get them out. Also have my coffee here. Probably shouldn't get stuff in my coffee. It's still way too hot. I got I got a tooth removed, and it's a little bit sensitive to heat now. Okay. Dang it, dang it, dang it. This is definitely not ideal. And now I've got solder on both pads too. Have to move these guys. Might have to reorient them. Oh no. I know I did. Hey, there's Basement Electronics. That's the account I recognize. Is Queen's University hiring? That'd be great. Make the 2-hour drive every morning from Ottawa to Kingston. I could get a hot plate, but I do have a like a reflow. I have a hot air thing, but the goal of this was to do it with an iron. So I have paste. Mind you, there's no stencil for this. I do have paste, and I do have a hot air rework thing. Okay, let's see here. What side are these? Okay, so if this doesn't light here, that means these shouldn't. That lights, so 2 more to go. Okay. But I will say the 11/11 sale that both Banggood and AliExpress have is awesome. Especially, man, Banggood has been killing it with their shipping lately. Like, anything you order from China takes forever to get here to Canada. But Banggood, even their free shipping option is so good. Okay, I think that's all clear now. Let's tack down a little bit more solder here. Mine frame sorta. No, give it a shot. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's the thing is, don't expect to finish it really quick. Just do it in your downtime, you know, a couple hours at a time, and then you'll be good. Okay, now since I already disoriented these things, I'm gonna move them away a little bit. Okay, hold on. That's upside down now. All right, flip this. That one is oriented. Oriented. Sorry if you see some flashing, that's my studio lights going crazy. Let's see. You can, this would also not be so bad with paste. You can use solder paste. You'll be fine. Downtime. Yeah, I guess for me downtime is a bit different because if I'm making content, it's not really downtime, is it? Then again, live streams I do specifically for fun because like the views aren't great on live streams. The point of live streams is for me to get to hang out with you folks. You know, it's not really a work thing per se. Did it flip? I think it flipped. I don't think this would be as bad as if LEDs were not polarized. I think they should make an 0603 LED with two LEDs inside, oriented in parallel, oriented reverse. Do you guys know who the podcast guest is tomorrow? The podcast goes live tomorrow. Some of you might know. I think people on who follow me on Twitter know. And of course my Patreon patrons, they know. Okay, that is now all oriented. You might have heard something. Hey, Gadget. Um, they were, they're in a tape, but look how deep those grooves are. I don't think I can get a pair of tweezers out from that. Stick them in place till soldered. You know what? That's not a bad idea. However, you'll be surprised on how wide even the tiniest drop of crazy glue spreads. Crazy glue is like really thin, and yeah, it'll spread like crazy. It'll go over the solder pads for sure. I have a suction pen. It's terrible. I hate it. It wasn't a Banggood one. Also, Gadget, I messaged you on Discord. You haven't messaged me back. I am disappointed. A little sad, in fact. Come on, you bastard. I think that I had the right idea. Buying a set of ceramic pliers, but I may have had the wrong idea buying them for so cheap. Yeah, we'll talk about this later, but a sponsor wanted to reach out to people like you. So my question is it okay for me to give them your email? And then if so, just message me your email. I don't want to give any details because that's behind the scenes stuff. Okay, this LED is not cooperating. Yeah, good enough. Yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. I just think time may be of the essence for that one. I think you are picking up what I am putting down. The LED just disappeared? Yep, just disappeared. Oh, there it is. It didn't disappear. It's right there. But now both of these are unoriented. This is doubly hard because now there's solder on the other side too. So it doesn't want to lay flat. It's unoriented now. Okay, well, I think, you know, they sell soldering tweezers. That might be what I need here. Turns out Discord's not even open. Okay. By the way, who in here would want to join a simple electronics Discord? Because I've had that request before. Making sure my mic's not dead. Not yet. I've had that request before, and it seems like I'll be embarking on a I will be embarking on a project that will require a Discord. Okay, so here's an update. My mic pack. Oh, god damn it! Discord opened. Ugh. My mic pack. I don't know if you can see that. It says charge. So, we don't know. So I think it's in a video that's only available to patrons right now, but basically I did, a lot of you over the years have messaged me and said if I need help with coding to let you know. Well, I have finally taken one of you on your offer. So details will come later, but basically I'll be partnering with someone to make a project that requires coding and requires hardware, and probably need to start a Discord to help those that are coding illiterate like myself. So that's probably what's going to happen. This will be the ugliest row. I'll have to say though, about Discord, I kind of feel a little sad that traditional forums are kind of going the way of the dodo, because Discords are not easily searchable. And I think search is kind of important because you leave a trail for others who come after you, who have the same issues or whatever. But yeah, I'm not, the one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to use my Discord to advertise to you. So I don't know if that will ever happen. Like, obviously, never say never, but it's against my core values, so I don't know. What if they offer me $1 million to advertise to you? That's a lot of money. It'll take more than just 2 seconds of deciding. Well, this is a scam. If it's a scam, then I won't advertise to you for $1 million. Yeah, I know. I feel sad for the loss of forums. Because I feel like as we go, there'll be fewer and fewer useful forum posts because they'll all be aging out, basically. So yeah, I don't know. You know, usually I'm not one to stand in the way of progress, but like what happens when Discord just shuts down? You know what's going to happen? What happens to that content? Maybe I'll talk to Dave Jones, see if I can co-opt a section of his forum. I mean, I'm sure it's so big, I'm sure I could just, you know, functionally use one of the sections. I don't think he'll notice. I think at some point I'll have to think about a new soldering iron too. Because this baby's been with me for, geez, 6 years now. Heavy use. And it was so cheap, I can't see this thing lasting forever. Anybody see BitLooney's new video? The world's worst oscilloscope? That thing was fantastic. Like, what an original idea to build something like that. I love the duality of an oscilloscope is supposed to be fast and flip dot displays are supposed to be shit. You know, they have their, obviously they have their purposes, but they're not meant for fast refresh rates and stuff. That guy is some sort of genius, I tell you. Come on. No. Dang it. A little bit more. There we go. Hey, how's it going? Another maker? What should I call you another maker? Is that what you want to be called? Should I call you by your real name? I think everyone at this point is allowed to call me by my real name, so if you want to call me Dan, you guys can call me Dan. Unless you don't listen to the podcast, in which case, you know, don't call me at all. Kidding. All right. So if you happen to be in chat in this live stream and you see that another maker has arrived, you should pester him to do a live stream. Pester another maker. His name is also Dan. You know, it's obviously one of the best names in the world. Pester him to do a live stream. I promised I would be there to moderate if he wants me to, but I think we need another maker live stream in our lives. And if he likes it, maybe he'll do it more often. And then, you know, when he's live, he could answer questions like, what is an MQTT? How big are alligators? You know, stuff like that. Oh no. Well. Hey Yoda Doug, what are you doing here? I did not know you slummed it in here, Yoda. Thought you were more of a mechanic type watcher. There we go. All right, let's see. Not gonna lie, it doesn't look like I'll be able to even finish this digit today. But the thing with the live stream is we don't have to do this the whole stream. I can talk about my new item that has arrived from a sponsor. In fact, here's a little preview. Ooh. How many MQTT can an alligator eat? That is a good question. Also, like, you know how kids learn that the greater than or smaller than symbol is like an alligator mouth? Do you folks go out to the backyard at recess, point to an alligator, and then ask what direction? Is this greater than or smaller than that the alligator's mouth is doing? These are questions that keep me up at night. I need to know the answers to these. Okay, let's get these bad boys in their spots. Well, this LED is not doing well. I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, so do I still have audio? Yeah, I still have audio. Nice. So this guy here, that one is being annoying. There we go. Good. All right, all right, all right. Just got 4 more in this row, and then we'll get these done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's try the gadget reboot method now. We're going to try to take them right out of the tray and then just place them on like, you know, human beings. Problem is the tray is like this way, but I need the tray to be like this way. So maybe I'll like tape it down like here. Give me a moment here. Sorry, I should have said 1 moment, please. I do have one of those suction things. I could give it a shot. I'm not a fan of it though. It works kind of moderately. The so actually, Gadget Reboot. That actually is something I need to ask you folks. I have a brand new device that I haven't even taken out of the box yet. Would you guys like a live stream of me messing with it before the review? Just basically my live reaction. So putting it together, looking up maybe the instructions. Let me know if that kind of stuff would be interesting to you. Okay, so we've got this little sucky thing. I feel like the head is twice the size of the LED. but we will try it. Uh, 0603. These are 0603. So actually I've got an idea. Instead of trying to get this and you know, seeing if I can get it out with this, I do have some SMT parts. I might just try to take one out of the container here. If this sucky thing doesn't work, then you know, we'll try something else. I love how they bent it over. They just like literally kinked it. Thanks, China. Oh, it picked one up. But I wouldn't be able to hold it for soldering though, I don't think. There it is. I can pick it up and move it. But I can't hold it for soldering. Stuck on the tip of something else. Blue tack. Maybe. All my blue tack has just been exposed to air for too long at this point. Let's see if I just go with the metal. Well, it just got sucked into it. That doesn't work. I feel like these things need to be like needle tips. So I don't think that's Let me see if I can use another pair of pliers to get them right out of the reel. Problem is we need to stick this down too. This can go back in my stash, the 0603s. Alright, need to stick this down. Looking for another set of tweezers. I definitely could have been more organized this morning, but you know, I was in bed, it was nice and warm and comfortable. Ooh, that's interesting. Nice and fluffy battery. Yeah, it's supposed to be bent. There's a few different angles there, but I guess that one was the most extreme angle. They just kinked it. So it looks like Basement Electronics is interested in me doing a live stream of a new product device thing. Got these. Butane solder irons. Yeah, I absolutely hate them. As a professional, like you know, in automotive work, I think they're absolutely horrible. And as a electronics hobbyist, they're way too hot. They're not controllable. I'm not a fan. At work, we use a big, like a big beefy like gun thing. That works pretty well. And here I use a temperature controlled soldering station. Although the soldering station's starting to get a little long in the tooth because they now have all sorts of cool soldering technologies where the temperature sensor is right in the tip. So I'm at some point going to upgrade to that. Okay, well, I can't find my other tweezers, so this is the way we're doing it. Need some two-sided tape. I have two-sided tape. Look at that. All right, get some two-sided tape going here. This is the nastiest stuff known to man. This foam tape, I think it was from the dollar store. Sticks to the scissors and everything. So for heat shrink, I have a hot air gun. I feel like I used to be a barbarian using a lighter. So yeah, now I actually have a hot air gun. I have a hot air gun here, and I have one at work, like the shop owns one as well. All right, so these are in. That's going to be a little annoying. Let's just fold that over. Okay, now we need to know which orientation they're in. So I need it to be positive to the right. Is that on screen? It's sort of on screen. Oh, my probes don't even get in there. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see if we can grab one out. Not a chance. Okay. Let's see if the sucker can get it out. I think, you know what? I think the lithium battery ones now are at the point where I think they're viable. Oh, I just blew one over. That doesn't help because we don't know what orientation it was in, and now it just pinged across the room. Carefuling. Carefuling, don't change the orientation. No, it flipped. It's flipping the opposite way that you would think. Okay. What orientation are you in? 50-50 chance, and you're wrong every frickin' time. Okay, so we need to flip this. Well, we just lost a whole bunch. Okay. I feel like it would have been faster just sticking to the way I was doing it, but this is a time for experimentation. Okay, so that is proper orientation now. Yes, you are a moderator, Mr. Maker. Yeah, I can't get an 0603 out of the reel. How a CNC machine can get the tiniest little, this is 0603, it's not even as bad as they get, but how the machine goes in there, picks up just that LED and places it on pads this small is like mind-boggling. I have no idea how they do that. When you do a live stream, another maker, are we gonna have a cameo from your wife there? I was thinking of doing a video with my wife, teaching her how to solder. Oops, am I doing this backwards? I'm doing this backwards. This way. In the last eTubers Hangout, there was a cameo by Scott the Def Palm's wife. She came in to get him a drink or something. Isn't it great? I have all the local celebs come in here, like Another Maker, Basement Electronics, Yoda Doug. I met Yoda Doug, or I've known of Yoda Doug because of Drunk from Work. It's quite the community, actually, if you start getting into it. The automotive guys all hang out together. The electronics guys tend to hang out together. I think there's, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you're a celeb. By the way, Basement, do you want to do a podcast? Speaking of celeb status. The tomorrow's podcast is Dave Jones. I might have a guest for the next one, but the one after that is available. I'm also not sure if Another Maker wants to do another Christmas podcast this year. I think it falls on Christmas Eve. Yeah, Another Maker, it's not that he can't, it's that I won't let him. Because he's got great content too. Can't let that go to waste. Plus, I mean, who's going to teach me Node Red if you quit? I don't take learnings in any other form than YouTube videos. There we go. I'm not sure, Another Maker, I'm not sure how the how it's gonna line up. Like we won't record on Christmas Eve because I think it has to be live on Christmas Eve, and you're not the last resort. I'm just wondering if you want it to be the Christmas Eve guest like you were last year. Last year I think you were the Christmas itself guest. Baby Jesus was probably crying at the fact that I made I put a podcast live during his day, but whatever. I've already hedged my bets too far into being anti-religion, so if I'm wrong, then there's no going back now. We have upgraded to ceramic tweezers, Alex. I mean, it's been what? It must have been 6 months since the last time I've done this live stream. Okay, time to orient this stuff. Maybe I'll turn off the iron for a couple minutes and let it cool down because the heat is starting to creep up into the handle. Alright, so again, we need the positive over on the right hand side of your screen. Oriented. I'll put these somewhere. Oriented. 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 Well, they fell kind of in place. Oriented. If you guys do end up go shopping on Banggood, if you guys wouldn't mind using my affiliate link in the description, just hit that link, then go do your shopping. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do earn a little bit of commission. And I think the commission is very small. It's not the commission I really want. It's that I want Banggood to keep sending me stuff. Because free stuff is nice, and on top of that, reviews, for whatever reason, do really well on YouTube. I mean, plus it's free stuff, so I mean, who would say no to that? They are not Japanese. They are the other Asian market nearby. They are absolutely, they're okay at what they do. I would love to be able to get some made in Japan tools, but unfortunately, since YouTube doesn't pay the bills, I don't buy expensive tools for electronics. I do own some expensive tools for my automotive work though, because that did pay the bills for a long time. Speaking of which, I need to find a freaking Matco dealer to warranty my ratchet. Taiwanese, probably Chinese. I got these from Amazon because they were the same price. Right now, I'm waiting for a sale on wire. I'm starting to run low on wire, and I have an application where I really want copper, not aluminum. So I can't really buy them from China. So I'm waiting for the local place here, Princess Auto, to have a sale on it. They often go like 40 or 50% off. But I feel because of the price of copper is ridiculous these days, I feel like that's not going to happen. Could be wrong. Hopefully not. There, all oriented. Yeah, free stuff is great. I can't believe, like, again, this, you guys probably know what it is, but this is a result of free stuff. This is by far the biggest thing I've ever gotten for free, and by biggest I mean most expensive. And especially when you're feeling like the channel is like not doing so well, getting offers like this is amazing. Yoda, if you have a particular seller that you know of, let me know, because I think so far all the stuff on eBay, I think it has been aluminum. So it's not the end of the world. It works fine. But for what I need a long run. And if I do a long run with aluminum wire, then you'd have to go up so many gauges that it's not economical. You can tell it's aluminum because if you scrape it with a knife, the plating comes off, or the yeah, it stays silver all the way through. If you scrape it with a knife and you see copper inside, then it's tinned copper, which is okay. Not as good as pure copper, but it's okay. What's weird is that the Princess Auto is what we consider here. It's like the Harbor Freight equivalent. We consider that to be the cheapest of the cheap, but all their wire is pure copper. I have some here. They haven't gone down the aluminum route yet. You can buy mind you, you can buy aluminum wire there, but that's, in that case, it's usually amplifier install kits for automotive. But yeah, if you have a specific seller that you know to sell actual copper wire, then yeah, let me know. I will probably, well, I'll price them out at least. I won't necessarily buy it. Basically trying to make a solar run to the backyard, but my property is like very narrow. The wife and I's property, I should say. It's very narrow and long, and the only place that is not shaded too badly by the house is 75 feet back, nearly to the back gate. This one's now not oriented. Not going to trust it. So I need to run wire 150 feet, 75 feet there, 75 feet back. And I've priced it out. It's about $280. So that's a bit much. And that dollar figure actually is for 8-gauge wire, which really I would need thicker. But I mean, I think it's a fair compromise. I'm also trying to get a solar company to sponsor the build, but like that's a hard ask. I don't even get replies from most of the people I send emails out to. It's a bit of a hard ask. And I get it. Like, if you're gonna send me like $100 or I don't know, $400 or $500 worth of products, you want to see an ROI on that. I get it. Yeah, I've heard of that, putting it in cart trick before. I wasn't sure it worked on eBay, so it's good to know if it does. Whoops, this was already flipped the correct way. 12.2 Romex is actually so my old man, He lives in a house that was built in the early 1900s, if not the really late 1800s. We found newspaper in the wall, because that's what they used for insulation, because there was no actual insulation. We found newspapers in the wall from 1901. So anyways, this house has been wired and rewired so many times. He actually took down some 12-2, and he actually like had it for like 7 years collecting dust. So when we were talking about my solar installation, he gave me 75 feet of 12-2 Romex. So I've got enough to get out there, but at 12 gauge. So the ideal would be go up to like 8 gauge. But I mean, I won't let the project not happen just because I don't have 8 gauge. So the plan is to use this Romex for now, and then upgrade once Princess Auto has a sale. I also have to co-opt all the comments that'll tell me that's the wrong wire. I know it's the wrong wire. I know it's not made to be outside. But it's like, people gotta put their 2 cents in, even if you say in the video that you know all these things. Yeah, go ahead and drop your, actually, everyone in here that has a YouTube channel should drop their channel links in my chat. I really don't care about self-promotion. I think there's plenty of views to go around, so if you want to promote yourself in this channel, go nuts. If I don't know you, I might go see your channel. If your channel is low effort and trash, then maybe I'll remove it, but I mean, go nuts. Also, I think Basement Electronics went to work. Another maker, could you drop his link in the chat, please? And I definitely recommend checking out the chatters that come by here. They all have good good channels. Thank you, sir. I need to like maintain a list of channels I recommend. Maybe I should start doing that. Because some people are like really against promoting other channels. But it's like, dude, they're good. If they're good channels, then people should be watching them. Oh, his content is great. If you want to feel stupid, just go on his other channel, Develop with Dan. Then you'll feel like a dum-dum. Also, if you want to, if you're looking for somewhere to start with another maker's channel, I recommend the secret doorway to the bathroom. That's a good one. Featured channels. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll do that. Really don't know how entertaining this is for you folks, but I'm starting to get into the rhythm of this. Selfish about promoting other channels, like they're afraid that the person might be bigger than them, lose their sponsor to them, greed. I'm actually, yeah, I agree. I'm actually in the process of sharing my biggest, well, relatively big sponsor with some of my friends. So yeah, I agree. People should be nicer. But like the thing is about deserving stuff on YouTube, for example. You don't get what you deserve on YouTube. It's like partially hard work, partially luck, partially algorithm, all sorts of weird stuff like that. But definitely success on YouTube is not strongly tied to merit. I see a ton of small channels that deserve to be much bigger than they are. But that's what I'm saying. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you get. So I think trying to be a community is the way we counter that. We try to push the people who deserve stuff up towards the top. But like, okay, so like I'm just going to pick on you, another maker, because you commented that. But for example, I think you're much more knowledgeable than I am. So I think you deserve more subscribers than me. But I made a video about charging a drill battery, and therefore I got a lot of views for that, and that's why my channel kind of exploded. I don't think I deserve more subscribers than you, but I got it. So that's what I'm saying. You don't get what you deserve, you get what you get. Hey, there you are, Basement. We posted your channel link in chat because I figured you were gone to work and not able to do that yourself. Hopefully you get a couple new subscribers. Am I off screen here? Oh shit, nearly. There we go. Yeah, I mean, there are different lanes, it's true. But the whole lane thing is kind of crap too. Because like I want to make automotive content, and the better thing to do is to start another channel, but I really don't want to start another channel. So that's kind of stopping me too. Because like you can cross promote your channel, sure, but your audience will be different. But if you're a big YouTuber, like let's say Clive, he's got such a good audience base that they'll watch whatever he puts out. Oh no, I put solder on both sides. Why did I do that? Or did I accidentally get the other side? No, I accidentally got the other. No, I don't know what I did. Whatever. Just try to swipe off a little bit of the solder on the other side here. Make it flatter. Oh no, making things worse. I mean, okay, let's change the subject to something that's we can all agree with. Pile of stuff. I think I have more subscribers than Pile of Stuff. And there is no world in which I should have more subscribers than Pile of Stuff. How about that? I think we can agree on that. Pile of Stuff's channel is consistently awesome. The dude works full time, still makes time to make cool videos, and yet he doesn't have as many subscribers as I do, even though his content is objectively really good. Yeah, same thing, junk from work. Unfortunately, he's been so freaking busy. I've been trying to convince him to make videos, but it's not working. I was supposed to be live on his channel with him a while ago, but he had some complications with something. I don't know if he wants to talk about it, so yeah, that didn't happen. He's one of the few people that have my cell number. He texts me from time to time. Really cool guy. Great content, thousands of views per video with the lower sub count. Yeah, you see, it's just so weird. And I mean, the thing is, if you put a gun to my head and said, why do you watch Pile of Stuff? I don't know if I could put it into words. It's like those who know, know, and those who don't, don't. That's it. His stuff is just so good. If he's actually watching this later on, he's going to be turning beet red too. I don't know what he looks like, but I think with the various tiny reflections that we get, I think I have an idea what he looks like. Probably would be able to recognize him at the beer store at this point. So for those of you who have not heard on Twitter yet, tomorrow's guest on the podcast is a big ones. I actually accidentally posted it to early access a day early. Whoops, but not a big deal. So you're not going to want to miss that. Kind of doesn't get any bigger in this space. The beer store? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's going to be the one with the grandpa's sweater for sure. It's funny how we know that beer not as Grandpa's Sweater, but Grandpa's Sweater Oatmeal Stout specifically. Oh, he's a character, I tell you. I think he's like the personification of dad vibes. Like, he could have never mentioned that he had kids, but we'd know. He has a celebrity cameo in his upcoming video, too. That's what he said. I haven't seen it yet. Thank you. I appreciate the... you know what? I really appreciate that those who like the podcast like it, because it's not... It gets, like, pretty terrible views or listens or whatever compared to my other stuff. So it's like the podcast is not as popular as my other stuff, but yet I get more feedback from the podcast. Like, the podcast audience will more readily tell me that they like it than my videos. So it's one of those things, like, those who like it a lot. I think they have to be good people in telecom, because the people they work for are usually garbage. Telecoms are like the absolute trash of companies. Here in Canada, the telcos have been quite well known for cashing government checks to build infrastructure, and then all they do with it, instead of doing what they promise to do, which is bring infrastructure to those who don't have it, instead they are usually upgrading their high-paying customer base so that they can charge their high-paying customers more for, higher service. So it's brutal. He won't say who he works for either, but he said nobody likes them, so I'm guessing it's Bell. Earbuds. What's the problem with storage space, Yoda? Do you not have a PC with a hard drive built in? I do know a lot of people do stuff on their phone, so I would understand that. Ooh. Which province, McDaddy's iPhone 10? Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, there's no expandable storage on iPhone, unfortunately. All right. Nova Scotia. God, I love Nova Scotia. Went there on vacation, oh geez, a couple years ago now. I want to go back. I was ready to buy a house there. But then again, kind of everybody in from Ontario wants to buy a house in Nova Scotia, apparently. I was in Chester, Mahone Bay. I think the maritime lifestyle suits me the most. I know the winters can be brutal, and I know I visited in summer, so it's not quite fair, but God, do I ever want to go back? Nice. Moved back from Nepean. Nepean is west enough that you might as well just be living in Toronto at that point. I find the city is so huge. This one, Ottawa. It's gigantic. It's ridiculous. Okay, start a couple more of these. At some point, I'm gonna have to stop the soldering here because I have to be in an awkward position to solder. So, but you know, we're gonna do a couple more. I agree, basement. That's what we did. We went. We used campgrounds. Some were less good, I have to say, like the one at. Trying to remember now. The one in New Brunswick, Shediac Bay, Shediac, New Brunswick. That campground was less good, kind of crowded. Had to pay for hot water in the showers. Because Parley Beach is like too popular. But the provincial campground in Mahone Bay, in Chester, I guess, that was fantastic. I so want to go back. Hey Johnny, not much. Me struggling with SMD. That's what you missed. And now I'm just pining over the fact that I really loved visiting Nova Scotia a couple of years ago, and I want to go back. We went to a zoo in Shuby on the way there. It's very nice. The wife and I, we are cheap people, so we did the trip as cheaply as possible. Find delivery for Point Roberts, Washington, which is an enclave you have to cross into Canada. Oh yeah, so one of my favorite shows was the border security show. There's one for kind of lots of countries, but the one in Canada was interesting because that that little island, well, the enclave, I guess, where you need to cross into Canada to access the US was so interesting because Americans didn't quite understand how come handguns were illegal here, and they were they were always trying to bring their guns, you know, to that place, the I guess Point Roberts, and they just couldn't do it over land. So the border was like, well, you can either ship it there or you can, you know, go back home. That's your choice. Quite interesting geopolitics. I think that one was oriented. You don't have a passport. Why don't you have a passport? Well, I guess I'm not one to talk. My passport is well expired now. It's also interesting that if you have any criminal offenses on the American side, you can't come to Canada. And in fact, some things which are not criminal offenses in the U.S., like drunk driving in certain states, are criminal offenses in Canada, and you'll be basically treated as such. You will not be allowed in because we consider that criminal. There's also some states, I have found out, that have extramarital affairs as misdemeanors, basically crimes. And you will be let in if you have those, because we don't consider those crimes. It's quite interesting. Yeah, I haven't left the country in years either. I've only been to a couple places in the States. I've been to, I've been to Messina and Syracuse a couple times. Been to New York City. Fantastic place, by the way. It's definitely not what you think it's going to be. It's actually kind of, I wouldn't say laid back, but, nice people there. Went to Las Vegas. That was cheap. And then that's it. I need to go complete a couple more things on the bucket list there. Yeah, Cape Breton. I haven't gone that way. We went Halifax and then went west from there. Give this the old flipperoo. No, that one's not oriented anymore. We went and visited Big Ten Cook Island. Paid for the ferry trip over. That was neat. These people live completely disconnected from the mainland. Anything that goes there needs to get in by boat. And it's a very small boat. You can fit a car on it. That's it. Hey, let's see. Todeshorst? So, the Todeshorst? Yeah, I know someone who lives in Florida, so that might happen at some point, but I have to wait until the plague is over. And not like fake, not like just say it's over and then ignore the fact that people are dying. I mean, like, actually over. So Florida is a definite maybe. The wife is just itching to go to Europe. So that is also on the list. I've never been. Europe at least has less plague, so not as bad. I said Europe, and then Vero just springs up. I definitely want to go visit some places like Africa, for example. I have been invited out to South Africa, but I don't know if my Canadian sensibilities can deal with South Africa, but maybe with a guide it's not so bad. I'd love to go to Asian countries too. I would love to go to Shenzhen. But I think politically they're a little bit messy right now in China. I think Shenzhen is a bit less messy, but still messy nonetheless. But other than that, I mean, like places like Thailand, Vietnam. Oh yeah, New Zealand would be awesome. I wonder if I could find Scott there. The Deaf Palm. I mean, New Zealand doesn't look that big, especially coming from Canada. Someone said I should do a video with AVE or Electro Boom. I don't remember which one they said, but I am like super far from both those because they're both in BC somewhere, and I am in Ontario, so there's like over 1,000 kilometers separating us. Cuba used to be a huge vacation destination for Canadians. Johnny, you sent me a message on Discord. If you go into my channel's about page, you'll find my PO box. But don't feel like you need to send anything. Hard to explain. It's like a fantasy word associating a trolling, stupid person. Okay, interesting. Hey, if you know what, who I don't remember who it was. I think it was Eric from the Make Me Lab. He was saying that AVE watched his channel at least before. So, if AVE, and he told me AVE watches a lot of Canadian content. So if AVE is watching, the answer is yes, I do want to collab with you. And the answer is no, I don't need to see your face. And the answer is yes, if you want to fly me out to British Columbia. Oh, and if AVE is also wondering if he could be on my podcast, because, you know, that's what all the celebs want to do, then yes, you can be on my podcast. We'll make 2 episodes out of it if you want to. I am not your mother, this is true. If I pay you a little bit extra, if you're going to send something anyways, can I pay you extra and you can send me some sort of fika snack, please? Because apparently we don't have the same snacks as you folks do. Your cinnamon buns look way different than to ours. There we go. Oh. I think my laptop just shut down. Are we still streaming? That's not good. Ah, here we are. Champ, get that vibe from Q104 radio. Like what? I'm with post pickup mail now. I don't know. Whatever will ship properly. I'm not the fika expert here. Something. I mean, if you were in England, I would ask for a pork pie. I know that. I don't know. Just Send me what you feel is right. Tell me how much I owe you. How about that? My stupid laptop went to sleep. Thankfully, I'm not streaming off the laptop. It's just for comments. You know what's the crazy thing about sending money to a Swedish person? You're technically sending him sex. If you don't understand that joke, you're going to have to look up Swedish currency. Oh, come on. Oh no! I bashed my head in my frickin' mount and I lost my LED. So I guess in North America, prostitution is illegal, and usually what they will say is it's defined with paying for sex. But I guess if you work at a currency exchange, you pay for sex. You know, sometimes at least. Here we go. All right, getting through this. Oh, I just knocked an LED off. I guess it wasn't very well soldered. There we go. Yeah, that's a weird. Isn't that a super weird place to draw the line? If you're filming it, it's legal, but if you're not, it's not legal. Well, I guess if you're producing it, it's legal. I don't know, man. I blame the Americans for that one. They're the Puritans, we're not. But we follow a lot of what they do. It's unfortunate. I think a lot of Canadians really wish they could have like the best parts of the US and then keep the best parts of Canada at the same time. I just don't think they realize. Thanks, Johnny. Thanks for coming by. You guys should also subscribe to Johnny's YouTube channel. Also, you probably see Johnny in every single electronics live stream because he's the man with the plan. There we go. All right, so we got to solder the LEDs we have out, or else I'm going to lose them. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to be soldering anymore. Oh no, what happened to this LED? It's not even on its pad. Oh, there, I knocked it off now. Back into unsorted. Yeah, do you feel, Basement Electronics, do you feel like it's kind of the same where you are? Like I swear my neighbor wishes he was American, but at the same time, I don't want to give details, but he's like directly benefiting from being Canadian. Like one of the things that Canada has over the US, he's directly benefiting from. But I'm sure that doesn't factor into his equation. I do have to say, though, I think it is easier to immigrate to the U.S. than it is from the U.S. back to here, though. Which way? This way? Yeah, okay. That's true. Kingston's not far off. You're right near Thousand Islands, right? I don't know if it's just because of the maker movement, but I've never met a crappy American. Like, they're always nice people. But then, for some reason, when you get them in groups, the group seems to make the wrong decision. Like, I mean, if you look at another maker, he's a Florida man. I mean, he wasn't born there, but he's still a Florida man. He's a great guy. He's actually one of the most generous people I have met. So, I don't know. You get searched at the border? Yeah. Dude, didn't you live in Alaska? I'm pretty sure you get handed a handgun when you're born in Alaska, no? They don't think you're evil, they just think you're, you know, a gun lover. Which, I mean, you probably are. Oh, Wolf Island, interesting. Let's see, positive on this side. Check this one. Okay. Yep. Okay. Move these guys around. Yep, that one's good. Turn around. There we go. Canada's third world because of our gun policies. I don't think they understand what the gun policies are like in the actual third world, though. I think the third world, you're allowed to have whatever you want as long as you carry a $5 bill to bribe the officials with. And, like, to be clear, I don't think Canada's perfect. In no way is any political system in any way perfect. Let me just be crystal clear on that. I made it most of the way through my sociology degree. Well, it's a criminology degree, so social sciences degree. I think you'd have to be a bit slow to think that our political ideology is perfect. Nobody's is. Fun thought, I could tell. All you say is power and randomly give it to any other country and think about how that would play out. Yeah, yeah. The US's power is a weird one, though. I have to say. Because it's born from not taking care of your people, though. Because, like, with the money that the military spends wielding power, you could feed and house and educate every single American like multiple times over. So there's something to be said that you do need a military. But for what? If you're going to be using your military to take over oil wells in third world countries, then I would say maybe that military money should be spent elsewhere. You know? Just my opinion. And the odd thing is, I think the vast majority of Americans agree with me. I think the majority of Americans don't want US spending to go to destabilizing third world countries. And so if the majority agrees, then how is it allowed to happen? You know? Political corruption, which we also have. Don't get me wrong, we also have that. I think you guys are that weird uncle that gets into bar fights for sure. Especially like if you can personify Texas, for example. I mean, to be fair, northwestern Ontario kind of is the frozen wasteland. My wife is from a small town in northern Ontario, and her mom still lives there, and they tell us when they get snow, and it's usually like a month before us. Ooh, Timmins. Yeah, but you know, having someone come help Canada if we get invaded, it's more like a cat defending a mouse from another cat. You know what I mean? I don't know if they have the best of intentions for us. I mean, once the fresh water starts running out, I think the US will see us in slightly different eyes, you know? There we go. I want to trek up to our territories too at some point. Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. The only thing is, I'm a little iffy on bush plains, and that's kind of the only way to visit a lot of it. Not sure why these vias aren't tented, by the way. I'm getting solder in them, and I hope that's not bad. Yeah, exactly. Another maker. That's exactly what I'm thinking. It's like your pet cat. Good companionship, but once you start getting hungry. I think there's a big distinction though. When I criticize Americans, mostly I'm criticizing policy. Because again, I haven't met any Americans I didn't like. I haven't met any. Well, I mean, there was this couple in Vegas that were really uppity, like they were really excited, and it was early in the morning, so you know, we're kind of like, why are you so energetic early in the morning? But other than that. Okay, so let's get 4 solder pads ready, because we got 4 LEDs, 5 LEDs left. And then I can hang out some more, but I can't be soldering. Can anybody tell me what Basement Electronics subscriber count is? Because I'm hoping a podcast will bring them up, not down. 4,400. Yeah, we can bring that up, I'm pretty sure. That should do. Alright, need to orient these 5 LEDs. It seems like this is going to be another, let's see, 1, 2, 4, maybe 4 streams left on this. Two, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the chat too, but I mean, let's be real. I need to get you some results too. I feel like that's what I have to offer. I can promote your channel a bit. Alright, back to my granny glasses. Two. 3. 4. Oh, that didn't go well. Oh no, it's sticking. Four. How's the audio, by the way? I can't believe the batteries lasted this long. Mind you, I put a rechargeable battery in this time. Oh no. Pinged. I still need to make a video on this audio setup. Don't up your standards, because Pile of Stuff hasn't, and he's doing just great. if you pay attention, it's kind of easy to know Pile of Stuff's Reddit account name. And if you go to see what he's been posting, he helps newbies with YouTubing all the time. And he gives all sorts of advice, good advice, that he doesn't follow. His thumbnails, I think he said it in our last podcast, his thumbnails are the auto-generated ones by YouTube most of the time. Pile of Stuff caught a stray in the live stream. What does that mean? Is he here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has low standards, but frick, that guy makes good videos. I don't know. It's a little bit, I think he's got kind of the same mentality as Clive. Like, he's just showing us what he's interested in, which I think is the key. I think Dave Jones says that often, too. He says it's YouTube. The interesting part should be you. Which is, you know, that is well said. All right, let's see if I can get you a close-up look. Is that in focus? So yeah, you'll see a bunch of them are crooked, but it is what it is. That's enough soldering for today. Oh God. So what do we do now? This is the question. Since I can't be hunched over anymore, what kind of stuff do you guys want to see? Because I'm good with doing stuff, trying stuff out live. That's fine. But I'm not sure what you're going to want to see. Let's see. Put this over here. Maybe I should kind of end the stream and go work on stuff. I have a couple of reviews that I need to knock out, one of which involves this thing. Okay. The guy finally answered me, which is good. Oh, I've been having ridiculous amounts of comments. That's good. Comments have slowed down quite a bit in these last couple months, so I'm glad to see they're picking back up again. Oops. Put my phone on top of my mic pack. So far, the mic has been holding for at least 2 hours and 20 minutes, which is good. I'm going to charge some batteries and then try to make sure everything is well charged. Oh, that doesn't go in there. Let's see, this can go in here. Well, yeah. Looks like we're winding down, so yeah, if anybody has any questions for me, I shall answer them now, and then we're going to end this stream very shortly. Really glad you guys came by. Take a look. I'm going to see if I can stream weekly. And there's another thing I want to do, which my wife has been telling me I really should. She's right. I mean, she's always right. Let's be honest. I want to stream some video games. I do like playing video games on my off time. So I want to stream that, but that'll be on Twitch because I don't think it really jives with most of my audience. So if you guys want to see that, I'll put somewhere, I'll make a community post when that happens. Probably stream some video games in the mornings because, again, I have a hard time waking up, so maybe a little bit of streaming will be good for me. And you know, yeah, see, Vero is right there saying I should be streaming games. So probably end up doing that at some point. And obviously it won't be for money or anything, so don't go over there and get a paid subscription or anything like that, because I can't guarantee how often I'll do it. But yeah, be on Twitch. Hey Johnny, you finished, you missed the end of me struggling with LEDs because my poor back can't handle being hunched over anymore. And I was saying that I want to stream games probably on Twitch as well. So we shall see about that. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, now's the time because the stream is almost over. So I want to thank you guys all for joining me this morning. I know some of you are in different time zones, and this is real early in the morning. So I will hopefully catch you guys on the regular YouTube videos. Thanks for watching, everyone.